Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to BR Literary Corner. I'm so glad you could join us today. Now, if you've been following along with our series, you know we've already tackled some pretty big concepts. We unpacked similes and metaphors and looked at how they help us build these really powerful comparisons. Well, today we're jumping right into part 3 of our literary terms series, and we're looking at something incredibly important and honestly, kind of magical. We're talking about personification. It's literally the secret trick writers use to bring everyday words to life. So, let's just jump right in.
Section 1. What is personification? The core concept.
All right, so here's the formal definition. Personification is a figure of speech in which human qualities, feelings, or actions are given to non-human things, animals, or abstract ideas. Now, what's really fascinating about this whole transfer of traits is what happens right in the middle, you know? We're taking something that is definitely not a person, like a rock, a cat, or even just an invisible idea, and we're giving it a distinctly human trait.
To make that even easier to digest, let's just break it down into a super simple equation. Personification equals giving human qualities to non-human things. That's the foundational concept right there. It really is just that straightforward. You take something non-human and you treat it as if it's human.
Section 2. Examples in action. A gallery of examples.
Okay, check out this first example. The wind whispered through the trees. Now think about that for a second. The wind can't actually whisper, right? I mean, whispering requires a voice, it requires a mouth, it's a very human action. But by giving this human action of whispering to the wind, the writer creates this incredibly soft, quiet, almost secretive mood. It paints this beautiful, hushed picture right in your mind.
And here's another one that brilliantly illustrates the concept. The sun smiled at us. Now, we all know the sun is a giant star made of burning gas. It definitely doesn't have a face to smile with. But the human quality of smiling is given to the sun here, and doing that instantly makes the whole scene feel warm, friendly, and just comforting, doesn't it?
All right, third example. The flowers danced in the breeze. Again, flowers are plants. They're rooted firmly in the ground. They literally cannot dance. But by assigning that lively human action of dancing to them, the writer brings the entire meadow to life. It gives the scene this wonderful energy, movement, and a sense of absolute joy.
Now let's shift gears to something a bit more intense. The alarm clock screamed at me. An alarm clock can't actually scream, it just rings or buzzes, right? But giving the clock that human ability to scream makes the description so much more powerful and urgent. I mean, we've all been woken up suddenly, and it really does feel like that little clock is aggressively yelling at you. It perfectly captures that jarring, sharp feeling.
Section 3. The Writer's Toolkit. Why do writers use personification?
So we know what it is, but why actually use it? Well, writers use personification for a few very strategic reasons. First up, it makes writing way more interesting and lively. Instead of just saying the wind blew, saying it whispered is just so much more engaging. Second, it creates strong, vivid images in the reader's mind. You can actually picture that smiling sun or those dancing flowers, right? Third, it expresses emotions in a really creative way. But ultimately, making non-human things seem alive works because it taps directly into human psychology. As humans, we inherently want to project our own traits onto the world, to make the unknown feel familiar and relatable. We connect best with things we can actually understand. It is for sure a writer's superpower to transform a dull, flat description into this vivid, imaginative landscape.
Section 4. The secret trick. How to easily identify personification.
Okay, so whenever you're reading a text and you want to spot this literary device, I want you to ask yourself this one absolutely crucial question. Is a non-human thing doing something that only a human can do? If the answer is yes, well, then it's probably personification. It really is that simple.
Let's reiterate our formula just to firmly cement this in your mind. Personification equals a non-human thing plus a human quality. Keep this simple equation in your head and, honestly, you'll be an absolute master at analyzing texts in no time.
Section 5. Time for a quiz. Test your knowledge. Let's see how well you've grasped the concept today. I want you to identify which of these sentences contain personification. Number 1. The stars danced in the sky. Number 2. He is as brave as a lion. Number 3. The leaves whispered in the wind. Take a second to really think about it. Remember our trick. And keep in mind our previous lectures too, because one of these might just be a trick question based on a past lesson. Go ahead and drop the correct numbers right down in the comments section below. I seriously can't wait to see how you do.
Section 6, Conclusion and Next Steps. Wrapping up Part 3.
Fantastic job today, everyone. Let's recap our core definition one last time for maximum retention. Remember, personification is a figure of speech in which human qualities or actions are given to non-human things, animals, or abstract ideas. It is exactly how you bring the non-human world beautifully to life through words.
In the next part of our literary term series, we're going to learn yet another amazing tool to add to your writing toolkit. If you found today's explainer helpful, please take a quick moment to hit that like button, share it with your classmates so they can learn too, and make sure you're subscribed to Be Our Literary Corner. And of course, don't forget to press that bell icon so you never miss the next part. Now, before you go, take a quick look around the room you're in right now. If the objects around you had a personality, what would they be doing? Think about it. Keep learning, keep exploring literature, and I'll see you in the next explainer. Allah Hafiz.